يا أيها الذين آمنوا كتب عليكم الصيام كما كتب على الذين من قبلكم لعلكم تتقون أياما معدودات فمن كان منكم مريضا أو على سفر فعدة من أيام أخر.
والسلام على أشرف المرسلين سيدنا ومولانا محمد صلى الله تعالى عليه وسلم وآله وصحبه ومن تبعه بإحسانه إلى يوم يبعثون. We thank Almighty Allah. We have started day 4 in our normal Tafseer. Other things being equal, today the Ramadhan is 7th day is going down. In the year we are in the Islamic calendar is 1447 AH, and in the secular calendar, which is the English, is 2026. That is where we are. We are here to do what Almighty Allah through Prophet Muhammad sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam to do, where he said this particular month, when it has come, that we shouldn't be lazy about it, that we should try as much as we could to ensure that we are reading Quran. After reading Quran, we look for a place where Tafseer is being conducted while we have to equally looked at it. We are discussing about Ahlul Kitabin. Ahlul Kitabin is the Jews and the Christians. That is where we are talking. They are given tough time. They are asking several questions. That is where we are. If they come through this direction, they have been defeated. They have been subdued. They will come with another one. At this particular junction, they are beginning to say that Almighty Allah has a son. That is where we are. Almighty Allah has a son. That is where we are talking from. And from there, it made us to understand that Almighty Allah, having ascribed a partner to him, he made them to know that he is the originator of heavens and earth, the 7 heavens and the earth, that he is the one that is in charge of them. That whatever anyone says further, that is ascribing. And if you are ascribing any partner to Almighty Allah, becoming a polytheism, it then means that is bid'ah. And Prophet Muhammad sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam has told us that there is what is called muhadasa. Muhadasa means innovation, things that are being innovated. Because why he said, if you are not saying that Almighty Allah has a child, turn to Muslim, you will find out what Almighty Allah said. He said, فَإِنَّ كُلَّ مُحَدَّثَةٍ بِدْعَةٍ, that every innovation, every introduction to deen is what? It is an innovation. That is what he said. What in bid'atu, innovations, ala qismaini, it is divided into 2 parts. Ta'ratu, one part of it, takunu bid'atu shar'iyya, is for to support the innovation, to put some innovations in the law, the legislature. Kakaulihi, like what he said, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam, he said, فَإِنَّ كُلَّ Muhaddasatin bid'ah. Every introduction, new things that are being introduced in the religion is called bid'ah. Wakulu bid'ah, and every innovation, dalala. It makes someone to go astray. That is what he said. A lot of bid'ah, they are born in everywhere. People associate partner, they are polytheists in nature, so on and so forth. But watara to takunu bid'atu lagawiya, or some part of the bid'ah is to make people to go astray. There are part of it like that. Ka kauli amir al-mu'minina Umar ibn al-Khattab radiyallahu ta'ala anhuma. He said, like the word of Amir, Anjamu iyahu ala salati tarawih. Then he gathered them, he summoned them to put them to come and do tarawih. Because tarawih, it is not mandatory, it is not obligatory, but it is voluntary. When Prophet Muhammad when he started doing tarawih, he was hiding himself. He doesn't want people to be doing it. He doesn't want people to labor themselves. He was hiding to do it. When he discovered that people were now falling out to come and join him to be doing it, he stopped. He stopped. He was no longer doing it. He said he doesn't want to burden anybody, that I am using this one as tahajjud. I am using it to do tahajjud to earn more blessings from Almighty Allah. And everyone, the Muslims said, okay, we too we need blessings. Why wouldn't we be doing the tahajjud with tarawih the way you are doing it? He stopped. He was not letting anybody to know he was doing it. It was Umar after Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. That is where Umar, when they are talking about bid'ah, tarawih is a bid'ah. It was not originally. What is bid'ah? Even the clothes we are putting on is bid'ah. We were not created with clothing. We were created barely. But when we have now decided to add something to our body, it becomes what? Bid'ah. That is exactly what we are saying. Something called bid'ah is an innovation, introduction, new thing that have been introduced. That is what we are saying. But on his own, he introduced tarawih that is benefiting everyone. Because it is a continuity. What has been done before, he didn't stop it. He said, ni method bid'ah aza, and this bid'ah is a very good one, very sound one. Not that one that is making people to go astray. That is what he said about bid'ah. That bid'ah, there are some that lagawiya that make people to go astray. Many people are very good in Arabic language. They can tell anything they begin to speak Arabic. Arabic is a language. But no matter how it is in the glorious Quran, even in the Saudi Arabia, in Mecca, if you do not learn, if you do not go and learn what is Quran, you will not know how to recite it. Hadith is a language. You can begin to be speaking language. Somebody who does not know, sir, this man knows everything. Except someone who knows very well will tell you, this man is just talking. He's not making any point because he has no support. He has no evidence. Whatever you are saying, you need to have an evidence to back it up. There's what called corroboration. Somebody, you corroborate, you injure what you are saying on another person's work. So person like the way today will tell you, there's one called Sitatul Hadith, Sitatul the Assis. They are the authentic, but the most authentic of them is Bukhari and Muslim. When Bukhari has spoken, when Muslim has spoken, no one will say Bukhari is weak. You can say Ibn Majah, Nisai, Abu Dawuda, Waturmizi, that all those ones, they sometimes their matter is weak. May Almighty Allah guide us. Amen. May Almighty Allah guide us. Amen. Almighty Allah is making us to know. He said a lot of people are just inventing what they like. They invent anything they like, they will be saying it. To an extent, he said, Subhanallah, Ayokuna lahu waladun, that Almighty Allah is so glorified, so exalted, for someone to say Almighty Allah has a son. Nobody can say so that Almighty Allah has a son. Huwa maliku ma fi samawati wa ma wal ardi. He is the owner of the heaven, seven over heaven, whatever is in there, in the earth, whatever is in there is the one that is the owner. Tashhadu lahu jami'u, everything on this earth witness that for him, be dalalatiha alayhi bil wahdaniyya, that Almighty Allah is one, is monotheist. Almighty Allah is one, wahdaniyya. You want to make Almighty Allah, He is one, no one else to be associated with Almighty Allah. Whenever you are doing a thing like that, you have incurred what the wrath of Almighty Allah. May Almighty Allah protect us.
Amen.
The Father said, He said, وَتُكِرُ لَهُ بِتَعَتِهِ, and Almighty Allah, and they all confirm it for Him. The submissiveness, all of them, they are submitted to Almighty Allah. He said, if you do not want to know, is this Almighty Allah? Huwa bari'uha, is the one that creates. Wa khaliquha, is the one that design. Wa mujiduha min ghairi asli. Almighty Allah has been in existence without, He doesn't have a taproot, there is a called foundation. You say, okay, let us say Almighty Allah has a father, Almighty Allah has a mother that later originated. No, Almighty Allah is a spiritual being. No one can tell you how it came into being. No one can explain that. Nobody. Before the origin of this heaven and earth, Almighty Allah had been in the existence. And no one to say this is where we are tracing Almighty Allah to. No one can describe Almighty Allah. No one can describe whether it is yellow, is tall, whether it's a human being. You don't know. No one can do that. It is Almighty Allah that is speaking right away. Wala misali after zaha alayhi. There is nothing. You will say that they use Almighty Allah because this person is like this. They have to use Almighty Allah to create him to be direct like that person. We use him to imitate something like that. He said no. This is attestation from Almighty Allah to His own servants. Ana mimma yashhadu lahu bizalika Masihu ibn Maryam, that even Isa alayhi salatu wasalam bear witness that I am one, nothing to world to be associated. Adofu ila Lord be nubuwwati. They want to believe that Almighty Allah, Almighty Allah, that He is a prophet of Almighty Allah. There are now some people, category of people are now beginning to say that Almighty Allah is a son that Isa ibn Maryam is a son to Almighty Allah. Almighty Allah was very furious about that. How could that be when I don't have a wife? How could you say so? He began to say, let them know what he borrowed minimum low, and he brought another confirmation for them. Anna lezi after that samawati wal ardi bighairi aswali, somebody who is able to originate the heaven and the earth without what? It doesn't have root to say this is my origin. Wala ghairi misali, there is no predecessor, somebody that looked like Almighty Allah. Huwa lezi ibtada Messiah Isa min ghairi waladi, that same person who created heaven and earth without any resemblance, without any word, is that same person that created Isa alayhi salatu wasalam, which is called the Messiah. Jesus is the one that created it. Beginning walidin, he doesn't have a father. He was not created with a father, though he has a mother. Be kudratihi, with the power of Almighty Allah. Wahaza, this particular discussion mean ibn Jarir, from the son of Jarir, Rahimahullah, may Almighty Allah have mercy on him. Kalamu Jayidu, this section, this word is a very good word. This is kind of what to be saying. And Wahibaratu Sahih, and is a very correct word to be saying. That no one will have that audacity to say Almighty Allah has a son. Why will you say Bila Swahibeti? He doesn't have a wife. He has a son. He doesn't have a wife. On what premise? On what ground are you basing your argument? Were you there? That day when Almighty Allah, for example, was meeting with the wife according to your claim, were you there? May Almighty Allah guide us.
Amen.
Wa qawluhu ta'ala, a word of Almighty Allah. Wa idha qadha.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. وإذا قضى أمرا فإنما يقول له كن فيكون.
وإذا قضى, when Almighty Allah has decreed, I want to do this, what does he do? فإنما يقول له كن فيكون. Be, before be, it will be. Be, it will be, is a word Almighty Allah uses to create whatever he wanted to create. Yubayinu bizalika kamala kudurati. Almighty Allah is trying to show that his power, wazima sultani, the greatness of his word, of his throne, on his authority. That is what one who Almighty Allah is a qadara amra, when he decreed any matter I want to do, warada kaunahu, he wants it to be the way he wants it to be. Vainama yakulu, what he will say, kun, I marata wahida, he would just say it once, he wouldn't repeat it the second time. He would just say, bin, fire kun, and it will be. You Jeda, Allah wafki man arada. What they want it to be, before you have said it, is already like that. Every one of us was being created by kun fire. Not that in sexual intercourse that produced that child. How many people that have been doing sexual intercourse up to now, there is no children? Are they not there? They have gone from one medication to another. There is no what? There is no child. Almighty Allah is speaking. He further told us, Qala Ta'ala, Almighty Allah said, Innama amuruhu.
إنما أمره إذا أراد شيئا أن يقول له كن فيكون.
إنما أمره. What is the commandment of Almighty Allah? What is the sole commandment? إذا أراد شيئا. He said, okay, I intend to do this, I want to do it. What will he say? أن يقول له. That particular thing he wants to do, he will just say, between that kaf and nun, fayakun, it will be. They are just two words. Kun kaf, nun, kun. Before you before a twinkle of an eye, fayakun, it will be. May Almighty Allah help us. Waqala ta'ala, Almighty Allah further said, Inama qawluna li shay'in.
إنما قولنا لشيء إذا أردناه أن نقول له كن فيكون.
Inama amuru. Inama qawluna. What is our word? When we want to say anything, we want to do anything li shay'in, we want to make this, we want to do it. Is that aradana, and we have what desire that this thing we want it to be. What we don't say anakulu, we just say to that particular thing.
Anakula lahu kun fayakun.
Be, it will be. May Almighty Allah help us.
Amen.
Waqala Allahu Ta'ala, Almighty Allah further now said, he said,
وما أمرنا إلا واحدة كلمح بالبصر.
Almighty Allah said, Wama amuruna, what is our commandment? Ila wahidata, it is one thing. One thing, what is it? The kun fayakun is the thing we will say. The thing will just happen. Kalamul basar. Before we are saying it, it will be. Before you twinkle your eyes, you say, let me close my eyes and open. They have delivered a child. What will be by the grace of God. Be lebasar. You are going to kalemo lebasar. You are going to a twinkle of an eye. Open your eyes and close. What happens? It becomes a child. It becomes what? Izama arada lahu amra. When Almighty Allah desire or want to do anything, fainama yaqulu lahu, it will just say kun. Kauleta, only one word, fayakun, it will be. It will be, it becomes that. Whenever bizalika, Almighty Allah is still showing either Allah an khalaqa Isa bi kalimati kun. For me to have created Isa alayhi salatu wassalam, it was one word. What was that word? Kun fakana kama amarahu lahu. When Almighty Allah said kun, it became how Almighty Allah wanted it to be. May Almighty Allah guide us.
Amen.
May Almighty Allah guide us.
Amen.
For Almighty Allah to buttress further, He said, Qala Allahu Ta'ala, Inna mathala Isa inda Allah.
Inna masala Isa inda Allahi kamasali Adam. Khalaqahu min turabin thumma qala lahu kun fayakun.
Almighty Allah was now letting them know, the Yahud, especially the Nasara, the Christians, who claim that Isa alayhi salatu wasalam is God. He's not even the Son of God. Some part of it said is God. Some part of it said is Son of God. Some part of it said is the Spirit of God. Almighty Allah said, Inna masala Isa, the likeness of Isa in the sight of Almighty Allah, kamasali Adam, is the same thing as Adam. Adam, khalaqahu min turab, he was created directly from the clay. Clay is what is called Adam. You see all of us say, Ya beni Adama. They are just calling, the clays. We very soon will return to the clay because that is where we came from. We will definitely return there. That is what he said. Summa, he now said, after he has created that clay, that sand, different sand, white, black, yellow, green, whatsoever, what did he now say? What did Almighty Allah now say to? Summa qala lahu. He told that clay, say, being. Fire became life, came immediately. That is why when that life is pulled from a human being, death has come. Whatever is remaining is Adam. What is remaining there is Adam. Adam means clay.
Allahu Akbar.
The spirit of Ruh, Lord, that is what they remove from the body. Ruh, the spirit of Almighty Allah. That is what they will remove. The moment they remove the spirit of Almighty Allah, whatever is remaining is become clay. Give it 3 days or give it 2 days. That environment will scatter. Nobody will want to stay there because he has started to be decaying. And at the moment he's getting decayed, what happened? There is a strange word, odor coming from where? Very offensive. May Almighty Allah help us.
Amen.
May Almighty Allah help us.
Amen.
After we have said that, Almighty Allah has really shown. We now move on to the next ayah where the Mushriki of Mecca. At this particular point in time, they have copied from the Yahud. They have copied from the Nasara. They began to practice their own. What did they say? وَقَالَ الَّذِينَ لَا يَعْلَمُونَ
وقال الذين لا يعلمون لولا يكلمنا الله أو تأتينا آية كذلك قال الذين من قبلهم مثل قولهم تشابهت قلوبهم قد بينا لآيات لقوم يوقنون.
Takbir.
Allahu Akbar.
We may not go further. We may not translate this ayah. Inshallah, when we return, we will be able to translate it. We will repeat it. Inshallah. May Almighty Allah guide everyone.
Amen.
May Almighty, whoever is not strong, may Almighty Allah make the person to be strong.
Amen.
Whoever is not having the wherewithal to do share Ramadan, may Almighty Allah provide for the benefit.
Amen.
Because we are fasting in the name of Almighty Allah, and equally with our permission to break our fast is with Almighty Allah, none on anyone, you know. وآخر دعوانا
أن الحمد لله رب العالمين. صلوا على النبي الكريم
صلى الله تعالى عليه وسلم.
يا أيها الذين آمنوا كتب عليكم الصيام كما كتب على الذين من قبلكم لعلكم تتقون أياما معدودات فمن كان منكم مريضا أو على سفر